We have Fox News liberal Jessica Tarlov going head-to-head with her four MAGA propagandist co-hosts, where she defends and describes the economic plans from Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, with a couple interesting points being made that I think would be perfect to cover, look over, and provide additional context to. Hey you! Yes, you! Did you know we have memberships for as low as $3 a month? You can help the channel grow, reach new heights, and help protect democracy, and you get a long list of exclusive perks, from members-only polls to getting my videos early. The link is always in the description of every video. If you want, go ahead and check that out. And thank you guys.
I wonder if she will take these criticisms on board. Ro Khanna is actually a surrogate for the Harris-Walz campaign. So it is a big deal that he went out and said, I don't think that this plan is something that should be implemented. And even if you're earning, it's for people over $100 million, but that it's unreasonable. And maybe they'll go back and they'll deal with that. But she did roll out a plan yesterday that was widely praised across the aisle. Varney was loving the $50,000 in deductions if you're starting a small business. That's something that has been a priority for the Biden-Harris administration, and that will continue at even greater numbers during the Harris-Walz administration. Coming to you
as
soon.
you raise taxes on the small businesses.
No, that's well. It doesn't make any sense that there would be 430,000 applications for small businesses, which is over 50% more than 2019, if it wasn't a good time to be a small business owner.
This was a masterclass of debunking their claims, but I do want to start at the beginning and work my way through each point that they made. At first, she's talking about Mark Cuban and Ro Khanna coming out against the unrealized capital gains tax Kamala has proposed for households making at least $100 million a year, because finally, someone is coming out and defending the 100 millionaires. They really need that, right? Well, no, I would honestly call this just another case of the elites protecting the elites. Cuban said that because he doesn't want to pay this tax and he's one of those households. I don't think it'll have this drastic effect. It's in effect the Laffer curve that they're talking about, what'll happen here, which has been proven through the Kansas experiment to be outright false. They said the same thing about higher corporate tax rates or higher marginal tax rates, that, oh, well, people will be less interested in making the money and it'll cause our economy to crash. Yet through history, we've seen the most economic growth in this country when tax rates are higher. And second, Kamala did roll out a plan for small business owners to receive all these tax exemptions, something that will only further incentivize everyday Americans to start businesses, while raising the corporate tax rates, maybe decentivizing all these corporations from taking up all the profits from these small business owners. And it would bring in more wealth and more money to the economy, money that then wouldn't be hoarded, is much more likely to be invested back in the business through a small business than a corporation. And along with her debunking the claim that Kamala and or Biden have raised or want to raise taxes on small businesses, more people are starting small businesses now, 50% more now than in 2019 when Trump was in office. So, I mean, it's just a misnomer to say that.
Today was also about Donald Trump's economic speech, and we watched a lot of it. And I would dare any of you to listen to his answer on childcare and tell me what the hell he was talking about. It was one of the more incoherent things I've ever heard. He thinks tariffs are going to pay for everything. We know that they're a tax on the consumer. But this really highlights a big problem that everyone is saying, well, Trump is so transparent and Trump's out there and that's all that matters. What matters is the content of what he's saying. And none of it is explainable. This issue, which is a big priority for people, obviously a central plank of what's going on in the Harris campaign, he doesn't have an answer besides tariffs. And J.D. Vance yesterday was talking about just have grandma and grandpa do more, that's some sort of solution for people. He's going to have energy prices, drill, baby, drill, even though we're producing more oil than we ever have before, leading the world, more tax cuts for the rich. And tariffs are the only way that we're going to be paying for it.
And this is wonderfully put. I think Trump gets off the hook with his supporters on talking about policy because, well, I mean, the majority of them don't care about policy. They're just in the cult and want to destroy the libs. But two, because he's quote unquote entertaining, or most of his campaign is predicated on attacking the other side, and that's what people get into. But he has no solutions for the everyday family. His answer to childcare is to ramble about numbers and then talk about raising tariffs. Raising tariffs is something that will cost families thousands of dollars a year, as the prices from businesses that rely on imports will go up to fit the cost of the goods that are now being priced higher because of the taxes that these other countries are paying. But that's supposed to be a solution somehow. And J.D. Vance's solution is, well, have your family help, have grandma and your aunt pitch in, when that's not a solution for everyone. And it's definitely not a solution for childcare prices. These people have no policies. It should be evident now. It's all just attacks and then vaguely saying that they'll be better on an issue, but we can't explain how we'll be better on an issue or what we're actually going to do. Trump, we're more independent now under Biden than we ever have been under Trump, but Trump is the one who's going to drill, baby, drill. Never explains how that's going to happen. I mean, his solution to housing is literally mass deportation. Another thing that literally he never talks about how it's going to happen, because for mass deportation to happen, like ICE would be walking the streets, going into homes, like card checking people of ethnic origin or who just look like they may be an immigrant. Neighbors would be calling on their neighbors who they think are immigrants. And none of this puts forth any solutions for any of these actual issues, while Kamala Harris has put out policies, explained the policies, and addressed each one of these issues individually. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.